welcome my daughter, Stevie Nicks.
And what you love, but did you ever have that? What you love.
A true American superstar from Phoenix, Arizona, Stevie Nicks rose to fame in the mid-70s when she took up with British expatriates Fleetwood Mac in LA, joining her husband, Lindsey Buckingham. They're now divorced, not only as man and wife, but as artists too.
They say they will come and they will go.
Lindsey never took me very seriously. Though he loved me, he never took me very seriously. And he was much enamored with taking my songs and changing them, which always hurt me. And as much as I loved him, and as much as I cared about him, it was very hard for me to walk away and leave him one of my songs because I never knew what he was going to do with it. And if I came back and I didn't like it, his reply would be, well, you weren't here.
Oh, how build you a kingdom in that house on the hill, looking out for love.
For years, it was thought that Stevie's solo success would result in her leaving the band. But instead, following their Tango in the Night album, it was Lindsey who quit, and his ex-wife isn't exactly grieving.
The new Fleetwood Mac with Billy and Rick is very different because they don't take advantage of me like that, and they don't push me, and they aren't radical with me. Lindsey was always radical with me. And so Fleetwood Mac is a lot more fun to be in now.
The new lineup is already in the studio in California. Meanwhile, Stevie has been recording her fourth solo album, The Other Side of the Mirror, in England with producer Rupert Hine.
Because I lead two lives. I lead a life with Fleetwood Mac, and I also lead my own life. And so I'm constantly, you know, when everybody else gets to rest, I'm going back to the other side of the mirror to do the other things that I do. And it has to do with Alice in Wonderland and how crazy her life was. And there's a song on the record that says, "All right," says Alice, "I'm going back to the other side of the mirror." And that's what I kind of do. I run back and forth between each side.
All this toing and froing has taken its toll on Stevie, both professionally and emotionally.
For me, it has been to give up a lot of things, like marriage or children or a relationship. It's very hard for me to have a social life. It's very hard for me to go out. It's, again, since I have these two careers going, I have to go back and forth so quickly that I don't have much time. And very few men in the world will put up with that. Very few. And even if they do put up with it for a while, they get very tired of it after a while.
But been unfamiliar with almost everyone but you. Well, maybe
There's one musical relationship that does seem to be working out for her, though, and that's with Tom Petty, perhaps because he shares her interest in Wonderland.
One day, Tom and I will do something really special. But we have that kind of a relationship that we are waiting, I think, around for that really special thing to come along. And maybe it'll be a song, or I don't know, for some reason something will happen, and Tom and I will maybe do a record together, or something. I hope so. He's my favorite person to sing with.
you say, Rihanna, don't go, Rihanna. Thank you for being with us on this very special night. Good night.